Hey everyone, this video we are going to see Mock1 Round 2 set of interview questions under Java Backend Developer Interview Guidance Series. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is the direct link of the set of questions that I have prepared. So I will be putting this link in the description box itself. Otherwise, you don't have to actually remember this one. You just go to Google and search for GitHub Codefarm. This is the channel name and this is the repository, right? So come to this channel in here, go to repositories section. Under repositories, in here repositories, search for interview preparation. You will get this link, interview preparation. Come here, and in here you will be seeing, so as of now only folder of Java is there, so all the Java questions will be listed in here. But when we are talking about the mock series, so come to this folder, Java Backend Developer Mock Series. Here is the Mock1 and Mock2. So I will be creating multiple folders, organizing it in that way so that it is easy to navigate. So we are covering Mock1. Mock1 round 1 we already have covered the set of questions. So I already created a PPT, but I realized later on that putting it in the markdown file is easy for you guys to read also. And for me also, it's easy to put it there and go through it from here. So we are going to see this second round set of questions. So second round that we saw, second round is going to be technical round. Like technical, first round was also the technical, but that was more around the data structure basic question. The second round is more in the direction, like more deep down in the set of technology that company is working on. So here for our set of like this series, we are like assuming that the company has worked basically in the Spring Boot, Java and Spring Boot technologies only. So the questions will be from there only. So let's see. So there won't be any specific data structure, but the core Java, advanced Java, and Spring Framework and other interview questions will be there. So let's see what is the first question. In the core Java, here the first question is explain the concept of immutability and mutability in Java and why strings are immutable. So this needs to be answered. Second question is about what are lambda expression and functional interfaces in Java. Provide an example. Third question is what is the difference between synchronized and reentrant, when would you use each? So both of these words are used there when we have to use the synchronization and locking mechanism. So I have to just explain that what are the scenario. First I have to explain what are these, and then have to state the scenarios, which scenarios I have to use which one. So I will be just reading out the questions. So from the advanced core Java, so I have listed 3 questions in here. Coming to the Spring Framework, what is aspect oriented programming and how is it used in Spring? Explain the life cycle of a Spring Bean. How do you handle transactions in Spring? Explain the use of transactional annotation. It's better if we can explain it with the use case and program also. Next question is how do you configure a Spring Boot for different environments? Example, development, testing, production. Here the ask is about profiling in the Spring Boot. How do we use profiles? Okay. Next question is from the database. What are ACID properties in database system? Next question is explain the concept of lazy loading and eager loading in Hibernate. Next question is how do you optimize a slow performing SQL queries? What are the ways, what are the different ways that we have to do? What are the different options that we can consider it? And the next one is how do you handle database migration in Spring Boot application? So the next section is about microservices and RESTful APIs. So how do you handle inter-service communication in a microservice architecture? There are already lots of videos about the microservices communication and microservice in general. You can go ahead and search for this and you will definitely get something. What is the circuit breaker pattern and how is it implemented in Spring Cloud? Explain the purpose of API gateway in a microservice architecture and how do you handle versioning in RESTful web services? Next question is about messaging and Kafka. How do you ensure message delivery guarantees at least once, at most once, exactly once in Kafka? What is Kafka streams and how does it different from Kafka consumer API? How do you monitor and manage a Kafka cluster? Explain how you implement a simple producer consumer model using Kafka in a Spring Boot application. So you will be able to answer these things when you have practical and working knowledge of this one and you have done couple of projects around this in messaging Kafka. You can just not read theory and answer it. You will be stuck, like there will be follow-up questions also. So make sure that you do the project around it. Then you will face realistic problems and then you will fix it and you will be better placed to answer these questions, all the follow-up questions that might come around this one. Next one is from the testing in CI/CD. Question is, how do you write a unit test for service layer method in a Spring Boot application? The next one is explain the concept of test-driven development. What are its benefits and drawbacks? How do you set up a CI/CD pipeline for a Java Spring Boot application? What tools and practices do you use to ensure code quality in a project? The last section is the cloud and deployment. What are some common deployment strategies for cloud native applications? How do you scale a Spring Boot application horizontally? Explain the difference between Docker and Kubernetes. How do you manage secrets and configuration in a cloud environment? So this is touching just basics around it. So ideas around that. So because in 1 hour interview, there will be only limited. So what happens actually, one question is there. If that discussion is in the right direction and you are able to explain that one, mostly in couple of questions only the round gets question gets like all the entire 1 hour 1.5 hours gets wrapped up. Okay, so I have listed 27 questions in this one, but usually this number of questions won't be there. The idea is like there will be follow-up questions also, so we should be very well prepared on this one. Okay, so that is it about. So I just wanted to read out the question, follow videos. I'm going to create the videos, and there are a couple of like couple of microservices and Spring Boot videos. Those answers are already available on the channel. So what I'll do, I will link those videos in this link itself. So when you get this link, might be you will be getting the direct link on this one. So go ahead and practice those questions from there. Okay, and at any point in time, if you have any question around any of the interview questions that we have, any doubt is there, put that in the comment section. And one more thing, if you come down on this one, so I have done more job just so that it is easy for revising whenever you are going for the interview. Short answer for each of the above questions. Explain the concept of immutability. So shortly I have put the answer, like advanced, these programs also are there. So if you go ahead this one, you will find more details around it, right? So see, indicative answers are also available. They are not detailed one obviously, but they are good for the revision purpose. So go ahead and check this out. I will be explaining the interview videos also, but in between I will be covering the round 3, that is HR and managerial questions. So I will be giving you the indicative answer as well. So that is it about this one. So if you like the content, please do subscribe the channel and share this video with your friends so that they also get to know about it. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.